I think in tonally, we always kind of had that as a touchstone, just in the fact that these are two real people in real situations that got heightened, but playing kind of big things, nice and grounded was our goal. And I know that's like one of my all-time favorite movies. So it's like the fact that it happened to be a road trip as well was a kind of coincidence, but just in terms of like, I think comedies we both love, like that kind of grounded base is what we went for.
And these two opposites, you know, starting as enemies and then ultimately coming together and kind of begrudgingly becoming friends, or at least warmed by the other person, was sort of a nice thing to kind of track and build on, you know, that you could put the absurdity around. Something, you know, very measured and heartwarming in the middle sort of earns you the right to be silly and crazy all around it.
Yeah, I think it needed it. I mean, it's my favorite style when I think when someone's not afraid to go kind of up and down, because I think it's much more realistic. You have funny moments, you have moments that suddenly like kind of come out of nowhere and are touching or kind of heart-wrenching, and I think if you can do all of those and make it work within the story, then I think you really have something.
Well, that's really a testament to, you can cover your ears, to her talent. You know, when you watch a movie and the bad guy is somebody that you actually care for and that you like, a lot of that often is the actor. I mean, you can write some of that in there, but to be able to play and say lines that are offensive with some ignorance in your eyes, then it's okay, as opposed to having hatred in your eyes when you're saying something nasty. If you're saying it because you're kind of ignorant, then you can kind of get away with it, and the character becomes more likable and ultimately more interesting to watch, I think.
Worst singer?
Worst singer.
Oh, wait till my album drops this December.
They
No.
do drop, don't they?
I make what I can't do tonally or rhithmically, I try to make up with in volume.
That works.
That's about all I've got. And I know I can't.
Jason said that the day you were singing in the car is one of the worst days of his life. Is it true?
That is not true. And if you think she's bad, I don't even sing in the shower.
Really?
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it at all. But I can barely stand the sound of my own voice talking. It doesn't get any better singing. She's pretty good. And did you like learn those songs before we shot that day? No.
No, I knew most of them, sadly. Oh,
Yeah, she.
I like to get in my car alone and really belt it out.
How about the dance move?
Oh, that's just natural. That's just a natural rhythm.
Don't start. Oh God.
No, I'm not sure you took it from Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he's very rhythmic and loose.
I don't know. Probably not. I mean, I think there's always going to be room, a welcome spot for the broad, farcical, physical comedies. Hopefully this, and as you said, Horrible Bosses or even Bridesmaids, that they're about subjects that are very relatable and kind of low concept. And for my taste, I always laugh a little bit quicker at those, only because it's more relatable to me. Like, that's a situation that could really happen, and I can actually like kind of get into the movie screen because I can picture that happening to me, as opposed to something that's a little bit broader. You kind of just stay in your seat, eat your popcorn, and watch the craziness, which is fun too, but I prefer the ones that are a little bit more grounded. Well, this guy Jason, hang on a second.
Wow.
This guy Jason, I don't know. Hopefully we weren't too much of a pain in the ass to the crew. I think we were pretty low and not very demanding. And don't keep it down back there. There's a few crew members back there that could. But I think we kept it kind of nice and light and easy.
I think so. He made me call him producer.
Bateman. That's not a problem. That's just a word.
I had to, and in the shots, if you watch for it, I was only allowed to look at his chin, which is kind of hard to do.
Two to see.
But other than that, he was not entirely abusive. So,
Really?
Entirely.
I hear his snort.
Well,
Well,
there's
you
that.
gotta balance the
It can't all be incredible.
No, he's a delight.
Seth was fantastic, again, and
He's so great.
he's just like
He's
the sweetest guy in the world.
really like this incredibly smart, sweet guy who happens to also be the strongest human being I've ever met, and I call him Bam Bam.
Yeah,
Bam Bam. Okay.
Because
I'm
he
gonna tell
literally
that.
is like, he can, like,
like
I call him-
Silverback.
he really is. Like, he doesn't need like an adrenaline rush. You could just have him like move a car and pull somebody out from it, so.
I was upset when this stopped. I could have done another few months. But she
Two,
had another
though,
big movie.
is a musical and lots of big splashy dance numbers.
And
How is the song? The main song?
Just loud and fast.
I did.
and then three
That's
and
it.
3D.
3 in
Oh,
3D.
3 and 3D.
And 4 is underwater. Because
So-
it's tied in with the apocalypse, but I don't want to give a lot away.
Well, you just did.
Well, you know.
But it'll be a visual delight.